wire.
Okay, radio check. How do you hear now?
Still quiet, repeat, or say again.
I've got you loud and clear on 135. I'm not sure why I'm quiet. Let me move my microphone a little bit closer.
Scratch that, I turned the volume. You're loud and clear.
Alright, brother. Stand by for a quick check-in on 263 and I'll let you go ahead and finish getting set up.
Copy.
Panther check.
Say again.
Panther check.
Loud and clear.
Nope, so let's start that over. So remember on 263, which is an external frequency, not internal, I'll sound off with Panther check. You'll respond with just 2.
Alright.
Panther check.
2.
Alright, got you loud and clear. So if you notice, we're back on 135, which is an internal, meaning between you and I. It's an internal frequency. So that's all we'll do for a check-in on the different frequencies between you and I.
Alright.
Alright.
10A, B, or M for the GBU 10?
Alpha, A. Alright guys, here we are. We are with Seoul. This is his second day in the F-15E B course. We are going to introduce him to the JDAMs, as you guys can see. We're going to have him loaded up with 2 GBU 10s as well, so that he can continuously get used to dropping the laser guided bombs and getting them set up. Right now I believe he is up on his air ground loadout. He was just asking me if we used the GBU 10As, which I just told him we did. So this is what he should be looking at, and this is what he should be loading up. With that said, the smart weapon obviously is where we get our information for the GBU 10s. I gotta let him know about the transfer. Next storage transfer authority? I don't know.
Got TACAN set up. Oh, this is the thing that's altitude.
Yep, I've got you on TACAN as well, 0.1 miles away.
Hold up, it still says off for me.
Yeah, it says off at the very bottom for some reason. Mine says it as well. But do you see the A/A and then the distance?
No, it says off for the distance and the bearing, and it says off for everything else.
Okay, don't worry about it, man. We got a lot of stuff to do. I'm not gonna worry about the TACAN for now.
Pray that I don't lose you.
Nah, you'll be good, bro. Let me make sure my mic is set up so I'm not...
Stay up IFF right now.
Anyways, just get him set up between the... he's going to be using the lantern pod to designate targets with both his laser guided bombs as well as his JDAMs. So we're working on that today, and yeah, if we can get these 2 down, he'll be set up. We'll go for an evaluation next ride, depending on how well he does. With the JDAM, obviously, it's less accurate, which is why we're grabbing 2,000 pounders. However, the beauty of the JDAM is we can drop multiple bombs at one time, with obviously multiple designations and those grid coordinates getting passed at different bombs. So we want to be able to take advantage of that. So the plan is just to have him, we're going to steer point 8 again. The plan is just to have him head to steer point. We'll take care of some visible target, and then we'll have him designate multiple, and then have him do a ripple with the 2 JDAMs. So that'll be done with the JDAMs, and then we'll look for some targets at opportunity and have him strike with a couple of targets.
Just go over last checks right now. I'm almost done.
All right, brother, we got no rush at all. So yeah, I'm talking away, but that's about what we're focused on today. we still need to get him doing the HRM, JDAM drops with the HRM, but again, we'll evaluate him with the targeting pod first, and then we'll switch over to the HRM and have him get used to that. And then I believe after that, I think as far as air to ground tasks are concerned, we'll do some dumb bombs, guns, and that'll be it, man. He'll be pretty much ready to go. So, and then we could focus on the fun stuff, which is for me, the air-to-air stuff. So yeah, Seoul's been doing really well, man. He's been very impressive so far, so he's cruising through. Once we get an intro to the air-to-air stuff, I will likely sign off on him starting to flying sorties. Still as a member of the 90th, but I'll sign off on that. And so long as he sticks with his training, he'll be able to tag along on sorties with us and hopefully have a good time with that. We spoke about that briefly a little bit earlier, so he's in the loop with that. Do a quick pause. I don't want you guys holding too long. All right, guys, sorry about the delay. We are taxiing out now, getting ready to rock and roll. I'm taxiing a little bit too quickly. As you can see, loaded up with JDAMs and laser guided bombs, 2,000 pounders. So. All right, man, good loadout. I forgot to give you the grid for Stair 8, so we'll hold short the runway and I'll give it to you when right before we take off, all right?
Copy.
Stingray and Falcon were telling me that I should try VR out. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I use Track IR. I love Track IR. Plus, it's pretty cheap. So, the only issue I usually have is looking up. I don't know if you guys saw that, but yeah, it'll get stuck. And then the guys were telling me, and when we get within visual range, you know, within 10 miles, I don't see anybody until I'm usually within about 5 miles, and I guess they can see guys up to 10, 12, 15 miles away. So we will maybe have to look into a little bit of VR. But for now, I'm happy with Track IR5.
It's been a while since we've been in the shed. It's been about a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah, about the same for me as well. I took a break last week a little bit outside of your training.
Say again.
I said about the same for me. I think the last time I flew in this was actually training with you, so I took a little bit of break from a little bit of a break.
You didn't do your air what stuff?
The air-to-air stuff? What are you talking about?
The thing you guys were in, where you guys were like doing BVM.
Oh yeah, we had our last match. We got beat. I think it was last weekend. So which is why this weekend I decided to kind of take a little bit of a break. Okay, I'm holding short the runway. Park brakes are going on. Let me know when you're ready to copy the grids.
0.8 Alpha, correct?
Yes, sir.
Do we put a dot in or just 8?
I think you have to put 8 alpha in as far as on the steer page. I think.
I am ready for coordinates.
Okay, we're going to go with the north. 41375. Read back.
North 41375.
Good read back. East 0450134. Read back.
East 0450134.
Good read back. Elevation 1524. 1524 for the elevation.
1524.
All right, that's going to be steer 8. You can go ahead and dial that in now and call ready for takeoff.
2 ready for takeoff.
Katasi traffic, Panther 1, flight of 2 F-15s departing runway 07 at this time. We'll be exiting the airspace to the east. Katasi traffic. All right, but let's rock and roll.
Coolio.
Yeah, so we're going to be, again, just doing some JDAMing and some just blowing stuff up, essentially, which is what this aircraft does best. Leads rolling.
Two rolling.
All right, here's 180, slowly bringing the nose up. All right, there we go. G and F are gear and flaps. Double checking, they are down. Leads airborne, wheels up, flaps up. Have to retrim every time. Slow right turn to my steer point. There's 350 out of burner. Contract speed was 350 and I believe 10,000 feet. All right, here we are starting our climb. To Roger. So you guys see me looking down. I'm continuously trying to trim the aircraft up. 2 fence in, leads 26.4. Okay. Maybe you didn't hear. 2 fence in, leads 26.4.
Sorry, say that again?
I'm giving you the command to fence in, which means arm the aircraft, and then giving you my fuel state. So here we go again. 2 fence in, leads 26.2.
2 fence 27.4.
Nope, you got to go to the hole. So 2 fenced in, meaning armed. Fence out, meaning de-armed. Did I explain this with you last time? I may not have.
So basically fence in means arm and then my fuel state.
Yeah, fence in means arm, and then we give the fuel state just for repetition, just to keep situational awareness up. So again, I'll say I'll go lead fence in, or I'll go 2 fence in, lead is, and then I'll give my fuel state, for example, 26.1, and then you'll reply 2 fenced in, and then you'll give your fuel state, 26 point whatever. 2 fence in, leads 26.0.
2 fence in 27.4.
Roger. What's our distance to steer 8?
102.5.
Yes, sir. Okay, when we get to about, I don't see you. You're formed up?
Yeah, I'm on your 5-4 o'clock right now.
Okay, remember back to the 90th, you always start on the left side unless instructed to do otherwise.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I pulled up to your right side and already set, so.
No, it's okay. You're going to make mistakes. Just go ahead and correct yourself. Go ahead and start moving back to the correct side. And that's going to happen every once in a while. You know, well, that shouldn't happen. You should always be on the left side, like I said, unless briefed otherwise. But anytime you're out of position or you know that you're on the wrong side, just go ahead and make a correction. It's all good. It's going to happen.
All right. So do I just say not set or right after the set?
No, I mean, once you feel like you're about within 20 seconds of being in the correct position, you call set or saddle, and you just start working your way there. And if you're not in position and your lead hasn't said anything and you recognize that you're not in the correct position, then just work your way to the correct position.
All right, 2 set.
2 Roger. All right, so we're about 90 miles away. We're going to switch to air-to-ground mode and turn our targeting pods on when we get to roughly, I'd say about 40 miles, all right?
Copy.
Right now we're just cruising. 2 switch sides, go.
2.
So if Gadget is watching, as you can see, I know it just went from 88 to 89, but my hand is completely off the throttle. I've got, like I was briefing with you, all I'm doing now is adjusting the nose, represented by the 2 Roger, represented by the flight path vector. I'm just adjusting the stick and the nose of the attitude of the aircraft to maintain the airspeed. So I'm down to about a 2 degrees, 2.5 degrees now. Because my airspeed is going up, I want to maintain 350, and now I'm just pulling the nose up a little bit more, and you see now my indicated airspeed starts coming back a little bit. Trying to be as smooth as possible for him so he doesn't have to continuously make adjustments. The whole reason I'm saying this, guys, is we have a guy Gadget. He's the newest member of the 122nd. He's in 2 flug training now, so we went over a couple of things like throttle, minimizing throttle adjustments while still maintaining airspeed, and he was talking to me about that. He did really well last flight, so he's on his way. To your approved combat cruise.
Second.
Your approved combat cruise formation.
Copy.
You know what that means?
Spread out. Line up with you.
No, you can do whatever you want. You can go right side, left side, trail. If you want to spread up and be out and be a beam, you can. Obviously, as long as you're not in front of me, you can do pretty much what you want.
All right.
He's just trying to be fancy now. But yeah, the smoother I am with the stick. So for example, right, if I want to make a throttle adjustment to main 350 because we're getting higher now, I can maintain the throttle adjustment, or I could push the nose down, as you can see. And you saw how my airspeed just went back up. It's a slower climb angle. So that force of drag is being reduced because I'm being more aerodynamic with the flight path vector on the horizon.
my attack ends off. I don't know why.
That's going to happen sometimes when one player stays in the game and another player resets. Like you were jumping in and out of the bird all that time, and I've experienced that as well. So I think it's a bug within the game. But when you said that was happening, I've experienced that before, and that's why I was like, let's not even worry about it.
That sucks. You know, for all DCSs, think they fix that?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff they probably need to fix, but it is what it is.
Can't believe they just added weather to this game.
Yeah. Alright, so as you can see, the airspeed's coming back.
Microsoft Flight Simulator made missiles, or added missiles to their planes. Everyone stop playing DCS.
I've never played it before, so I may check it out. Throttle's coming forward just a little bit, just to give you a heads up.
Try it out, Microsoft's new 24 Microsoft Flight Simulator, and they don't have the market up yet, but if you do I believe 22, they have all the other planes. They have the Strike Eagle, F-18, 16, all that stuff.
I'll check it out, brother.
Free on Game Pass. If you have Game Pass, it's $11 a month. You can play for free.
No, I don't have that, or at least I don't think I do. I don't even know what it is.
You know, the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One.
Yeah, I don't have I don't have the Xboxes or the PlayStation or any of that stuff. I just have a PC.
Microsoft owns Xbox, and they added all their games to Microsoft now. And there's a Xbox app now where you can play all the Xbox games on PC.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Yeah, there's some old games in there like Borderlands and stuff like that. So if you don't really care for Microsoft Flight Simulator, you can still get some fun games out of it.
All right. Let's go ahead and switch to air to ground mode. Let's go ahead and take our. Let's go ahead and get our targeting pod turned on, and let me know when you're there.
Copy.
All right, guys. Let's get the rocket and rolling. I got to jump in the back seat for this. Right click, targeting pods on. Let's switch to targeting pod. Steer 8. All right, we're going to come down a little bit just to get beneath this cloud layer off of our nose. So slowly nosing down, and the throttle's coming back just a hair.
Copy.
Alright, so I know it's not my sensor of interest, and now it's my sensor of interest. Let's get this turned on. Flare looks good, I like that. Alright, let's get ready for our JDAM drops. Let's go ahead and make sure you have, did you already, for your armament page, go ahead and select your JDAM. I want you selecting all three. Actually, I want you just selecting the center one for now.
Copy, center one selected.
Okay. Let's go here. And it's the same way as setting up with your, as far as a laser guided, just step, auto, nose, tail, just like you said. And then from there, we'll go to our, smart weapons.
Copy.
And we're going to stay beneath this cloud deck, so expect anywhere from, I don't know, surface to up to, I'd say anywhere between 10 to 17,000, 10, 18,000 for these drops, okay?
Alright.
Alright, let me know when you have your FLIR looking at steer point 8.
Marking 3.8 right now.
You said you're marking it?
Or I guess looking at it.
Okay, let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Make sure you have that EXP on your right hand side. Make sure you have that highlighted, and let's start looking for some targets. Alright, so guys, what I can do is go back. So I moved it around a little bit. I can just hit 8 and it'll take me back to centered. And now I've got to talk him on to how to hit different
Got a truck to my far left side of the screen. He's highlighted. I don't know if it's really a truck or not. I just know it's something there.
Okay, yeah, if you look to the just the left of the steer point, I've got a few targets that are sticking out as far as the flare. I think we're going to hit one of those, okay?
Copy.
All right, so your heading tape is important. It's going to tell you how to get within parameters of the JDAM, and you're going to see that in a second. So this first pass, what we're going to do is we're going to pretty much just do a flyover. I'm going to get you to designate the target, and then the second pass, we're going to do it again. So you can always redesignate the targets. So as we get closer, you see the trucks to the left of steer 8 kind of sticking out. I think it's maybe 2 or 3.
Over by the runway, right?
Yeah, affirmative, next to the runway.
Yep, copy.
Okay, so right now, based off of what the TSD is showing us, excuse me, not the TSD, the 2s is showing us, we're roughly 22 miles from steer 8. So right now I've got a targeting pod up, I've got my advanced weapons page up, and I've got a 2s page up. And what the 2s page is doing is allowing me to gauge the distance between where we are and steer 8. So I know we're 20 miles away now. We're going to wait till we get about within 15 miles, and then I want you to designate that area. And then once you designate it, I want you to, on your advanced weapons page, I want you to put the grid coordinates after you designate into the weapon using the L1 button on the left side, the top one.
Where is this XFR keypod, correct?
Say again?
The button that says XFR keypod. Transfer keypod.
Yeah, you got to designate first. So go ahead and designate now. The same way you would lays to designate. Go ahead and designate one of those targets.
Designated.
Okay, and now if you look on the advanced weapons page, it should say something at the top left. I don't know exactly what it's saying. Yeah, X transfer T-pod or some shit like that, but yeah, just hit that button, and what you'll see is beneath station 5, it'll give you the grid. So go ahead and do that now.
Within 10 miles now.
Yeah, we're within 10. We're not going to strike. So now I want you to look up in your HUD, and then you see how that little bracket box came up. You want to start maneuvering that to the middle of the bracket box.
Within the striking, I guess, area, right?
Yeah, affirmative. We may have the wrong bombs designated because we don't even have a drop line at this point, so just stand by one. Now disregard, we do have the right bombs. Okay, so if you look on the right side of the HUD, you have the little ticker counting down. Once it gets to that first line, you're gonna see a line drop. So about now, you should see a line come down. And then once it gets when that second box, the JDAM is within, so now the JDAM is within the window.
Copy, I see the line within zone.
Yeah, affirmative. So we're just gonna fly over, man. Don't worry about it. We're not gonna strike. So I want you on me. I'm slowly making a right turn. Slowly making a right turn. We're gonna go 135. So we're gonna redesignate.
Yeah, now it says in range. In range is where you strike, right?
No, I think we're beyond. You want to get it, so if you look at that box, the part that goes to the right, you want it to be within, we're too close pretty much, but yeah, you want it to be within that first box, not the outside of it.
Okay.
All right, so once again, I'm using the 2s to see my distance from waypoint, from the target that I have designated. It's showing that I'm coming up on 2 miles. I'm going to roll out on 145, and we're going to track out to about 12 to 13 miles, and then we're going to turn in, and at that point, I'm going to detach you, and all you have to do is line everything up and get your, just get lined up. Once the box, once you get within range, you'll see the line, so just make sure you drop it within the second box. You may not be able to hold the pickle, you may have to actually manually hit the button, instead of, unlike the laser guided bomb.
So do you want me to manually hold it, or do you just want me to like press it when it gets close enough?
Yeah, I'd press it when you get in the box. That's what I usually do, but either one works. See what works best for you. But I usually will press it once it's within the box, so I got to pay attention to it.
So JDAMs, I have to impressive how like our guided bombs have to hold.
Just try it out. Matter of fact, I want you. We're gonna have 2 drops, so I want you to try it out. But I want you to hold it, and if it doesn't drop, go ahead and just press the button. Okay.
Copy.
Okay, I want you to continue on this heading. Stay with me. You're approved to detach. We're going to, I want you turning in about 10 seconds. Turn it on about a 270. Just get yourself lined up, all right?
Copy. Turning 270.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Hopefully he has a good drop. And I want you actually using your heading tape to get lined up. So remember what we were talking about earlier, getting everything lined up.
or 31.5 or 315.
Use the heading tape. So whatever the heading tape is telling you, you need to get lined up with.
Copy. Optimal range is 300 to 400, correct?
It's going to tell you, so it's going to vary depending on your airspeed, your altitude. So it's going to tell you, which is why you got to pay attention to that stuff on the right hand side that we were just talking about.
Alright, copy.
So if you're going Mach 2, you know, you're going to have a different range than when you're going Mach 0.8 like we're doing right now.
Have you ever, what's the word I'm looking for? Have you ever, nose dive down and then throw your nose up to throw missiles further?
You don't necessarily, you don't need to dive down and then dive up, but yeah, you can pitch up if you like, and it's more so, I usually would do that to avoid any type of surface-to-air threat. But yeah, you should get the line now. Let me know if you got the line, and you should be ready to drop here soon.
Got the line in zone currently.
Okay. Did you hold the pickle?
Pickle.
Are you bombs away?
Bombs away.
Okay.
Sorry, it's pickle and bombs away different.
Pickle is pushing the button, bombs away, you know, so I can call pickle for a sidewinder. Start coming right, let's go 360.
Copy.
Once you release the JDAM, there's good hit. Once you release the JDAM, there's nothing you can do for it anymore. It's completely on its own, but you saw you got a good hit, right?
Yeah. Got 3 of them.
Yeah, I mean, because it was a 2,000 pounder, it pretty much took care of everything that was in that area.
Reselect the 31A.
Yeah, you should have 2 more 31s, correct?
Copy.
All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and select 2 of them. And let's roll out on 360 on the heading. Let's select 2 GBU 31s on the whatever side, either right or left side. Let me know when you're there.
Heading 360, heading on it currently. And my bombs are programmed.
Okay, one moment. So he would do step out on those tail, menu.
Have you ever buddy lead?
I've done it in the real aircraft, but on DCS, no. Okay, with your lantern pod, I want you to put steer 8 back in. So let's go ahead and dial that in to get everything recentered.
On 0.8.
Okay, so now we are, let's go out to 15 miles. We're just passing 13. Let's go out to 15 miles. And then I want you turning left on about a 180 for the heading. Getting everything lined up to steer 8, okay?
Copy. Heading 180.
Yeah, or just roll out, or just keep coming around until you get to steer 8 all for your nose.
Copy. Visual 2.8. Heading, leveling off around 29.5 or 295.
On steer 8?
No, my current heading. I'm heading 295 or 290 currently, but I have visual at 2.8.
Okay, let's go ahead and put it off for nose.
Gonna be a little bit around right now.
You can roll off the throttle just a hair. We're a little bit above 400 knots, so we got some time. Just to the right of those targets that you hit, you should see a bunch of little hot spots. Let's go ahead and target one of them, and let's get your JDAM set up.
Copy, targeted. Setting coordinates to JDAM.
Yeah, we're going to target that one, and then I want you to look to the right of that one, and actually, yeah, I want you to drop 2. So I want you to hit that target, and then I want you to also hit the smoke again. Hit what you just hit again with the second JDAM.
Copy. How do you select this new one?
So once you have the coordinates in the first one, select the button beneath L1. Go to L2, which is NXT STA, and then you hit that. It'll transfer it to the other JDAM, and then you redesignate, and then you'll put that information into the second JDAM.
Apologize. Where's L2 at?
The left side of whatever the MPD is on the smart weapons, and then the left side of buttons, and it's the second one down is going to be L2. The top one is going to be L1, etc., etc.
Copy. Both are set coordinates. Say again. First one targeting the one to the right of it. Second one targeting the smoke.
Affirmative.
Copy. So if I press down the pickle button, it'll drop the first one onto the first target, and the second one will obviously go to the second one.
Whatever target you designate is where that bomb is going to be flying to. Whatever target you designate is where that bomb is going to fly to.
Alright. Can I drop them both at the same time, or?
Yeah, that's exactly what I want you doing this time. If you're not close, if you're too close, just go ahead and wave off, and we'll come back around. But if you can, yeah, drop them both.
Got line.
Okay, we'll just hit those buttons twice once they're within zone.
Wait a little bit. Bombs away.
All right, right turn. Let's go 200.
Copy. Heading 200. Heading 200.
Yes, sir.
I have to trim this thing so much. Direct hit.
All right, good job. All right, good job. You know if both of them were good hits?
Only saw the first one, the smoke. Second one I could not see. not have visual net.
Okay, listen up. See if you remember this. Left hook turn, reference 360, go.
Left hook turn, 360.
Call visual.
I say 2 left hook turn, 360, correct?
Alright, or just say 2 if you heard it. I'm rolling out 360 now.
Okay. Is the smoke coming from the other convoy? I think I did hit it.
Are you visual with me?
Visual with smoke, not with T-pod, not yet.
Okay.
Visual.
Are you visual with me? Don't worry about the smoke. Do you see me? At your 11 o'clock?
Got visual.
Okay.
Ready to join up on you?
Yeah, affirmative.
Copy. Lead, what is your heading?
360-ish. Starting to make a left turn to the west.
Copy. Shoot that.
2 roger. Alright, so you should be noticing how the aircraft wants to hang to the right for you because you've got the 4,000 pounds worth of ordnance on the right side. So you should be having to correct to the left. So are you noticing that?
Yeah, I was trimming it out earlier. I'm trying to get the best as I can.
Okay. This is why we'll, when we take these ordnance, this is why we'll kind of, this is why we'll drop from different sides. Either do that manual or have it set up auto so it does it for you automatically. But that's the whole reason for that. I think we talked about that with the laser guided bombs. How if you select both sides, they'll just automatically rebalance, keep trying to rebalance the aircraft. Let's go ahead and select your laser guided bombs and let's get set up for a couple of drops with that.
Copy.
So, laser guided bombs, armament, air to ground. He's got 2 GBU-10s, step auto, nose tail, and he is ready to drop. Right now we are 14 miles. Make sure you have steer 8 dialed in for your nav point or for your pod, and we'll get ready to turn in here in a second.
0.8 is selected on that pod.
Okay, go ahead and make a left turn towards the steer 8 and let me know when you've got steer 8 off your nose.
Copy.
You're approved to detach.
2. is on my nose.
Okay, from steer 8, if you look a little up and a little bit to the left, you'll see a hangar on the other side of the runway. Do you see it?
Copy. The hangar.
Yeah, affirmative. You got visual, you tally hangar?
Tally hangar.
Alright, that's your target. Go ahead and take it out. Watch your airspeed. Keep everything nice and smooth. Go and get lined up.
Sorry, the hangar's the giant warehouse looking thing, right?
Yeah, maybe it's not a hangar, but yeah, the giant warehouse thing. A-firm. Largest building on the other side of the runway at the up and left.
Open garage too.
Yeah, A-firm.
Copy, tele.
Alright, so at this point, we should just set our throttle, get everything lined up, and all you're doing is waiting for the countdown. After the bomb is off, you're going to make a right turn on about a 145, and then you're going to, once you're rolled out on 145, I want you slowly coming to the left.
Copy.
Hmm.
10 seconds. Bombs away.
Slowly, smoother, relax. Make sure that crosshairs are on the building. Last 10 seconds.
Magnum, that shed warehouse looking thing.
No, magnums for the harms. Okay, look to the left or up of it right now, and you should see a couple of other buildings. Just pick any of those buildings, designate them, and let's head outbound.
Copy. Flying to about 15 miles away. Or do you just want me to fly to like 10?
Yeah, let's go 10.
Okay. So what's the call for hitting ground targets with TPUs?
For training, it's shack, but I don't know. Good hit, shack for training. It don't really matter. One of those two works.
Just to show that I actually did hit it.
Yeah, that's just kind of the brevity for it. You know, I got a good hit what I'm supposed to be hitting. So as you can see with the laser guided bombs, you don't have to use the twos page. You can just look in the on the HUD, and you've got your range to the right.
Turning around.
Really good turn. Let's level out. Let's be a little smoother.
Sorry, I was on my D-pod.
All good. Smoother inputs. We're turning too hard. Just be slow and smooth. You'll get there. Okay, start from 8, realign it. All you gotta do is push 8. I want you to just level, let's fly the aircraft first and then we worry about the T-pod. Once you're leveled out, you take your hand off, set your throttle, and then put 8 back into the targeting pod.
It's not, it's just shows a black screen. I think I accidentally marked, I don't know. I'm just gonna do a flyby again. Fly a little bit out.
Yeah, we're flying over now.
It's still not showing. I really don't know why.
Level the aircraft. I want you to, one thing at a time, level the aircraft. Let's push the throttle forward. This is the curse of the Strike Eagle because you got to do 2 things at once, but we always fly the aircraft first. Look down at your RPM. I want you to set it to 90 and then take your hand off the throttle. Okay, right now the targeting pod should be behind us. So if you look on the targeting pod screen, that little flashing box, that's telling us that the target is behind us that we're looking at. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you probably got the black box because you're not within the parameters, although I was getting it for some reason, so it's no big deal. Again, we'll fly out to 10 miles, put 8 in as your, for your point that you want to steer the targeting pod to look at. We'll fly out to 10 miles and then we'll come back around. We'll make a left turn and we'll take a look. Yeah, it could be a bit overwhelming for guys. Throttle forward, back.
Alright, about 10 miles turning around.
Okay. Throttle forward, back. Trying to figure out how to get between the T-pod, get the aircraft aligned. Now he wants to do a nice low turn. But as you can see, it's looking at the belly of the aircraft. Still looking at the belly, and there we go. That's the target area. Okay, you should be seeing the target area now, right?
It's all unrendered. It's not showing anything. It's just showing like gray. Might have to get a little bit closer to be able to actually.
Okay, say that again. It's not showing anything?
No.
What are you seeing on your targeting pod screen on the MPD exactly?
It's just showing gray.
I'm not talking about the color, but is the 8 nav in on the top row, fourth button?
Yeah, I hit it. It's just showing the sky. I don't know what. I think my steer point messed up.
Is the 8 nav in there?
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I went to my steer point setting and it just fixed itself. I think my steer point got corrupted or something. As soon as I clicked it, it just fixed itself. I don't know. It's really weird.
Let's not worry about it. Let's get lined up. Let's push the throttle forward. Once again, we're getting slow, so let's push the throttle forward. Set it to 90 and take your hand off the throttle. Okay, so you should be lined up now, right?
Yep.
Okay, just pick any building. I want you taking them out.
Targeting this, like, I don't know, this weird car right next to the warehouse that just destroyed. About 500 meters to the left of it. Over by a tree in a building.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Bombs away. Turning to 0.3, high star 30. I'm gonna turn it to 0.34.
No, you're gonna roll out. You never were told to turn. Just roll back out on the 030. Just stay with me. We'll stick with the curriculum.
030?
Yep, that's what you were just on.
Hip.
Okay, do you see me? I'm at your 2 o'clock, a little low now, popping flares.
Visual.
Alright, rejoin up on me. Go wedge left. We are RTB.
Copy.
I confirm you have no more air-to-ground bombs.
Affirm.
Roger. Go ahead and go back air-to-air or nav mode, your discretion. And we are direct steer Bravo.
Still fence up.
Say again.
Are we still fenced up?
Are we still fenced up, you said?
Yeah.
You're still fenced in until I call fence out. Or you're still fenced in until I call fence out.
Alright.
Are you set or saddle?
2 set. Did I have all set? I thought I did.
No, you didn't, but it's okay.
What's the first wrong? My apologies.
No, it's all good, bro. That's why we're training. Alright, what's our distance from base? I think it's... Okay, what's our distance from base?
This is about 15 miles.
15 miles, you said?
0.5. I still have the 0.8 selected.
Okay, and you know what steer point you need to navigate back to base?
0.0 Bravo.
Yes, sir. I'm about to get rid of these bombs. It's a video game. There we go. Okay, so you got steer Bravo on yet?
Affirm.
Okay, distance to base and rough time. Okay, what's our distance from base and the time that it takes to get there?
94.4 miles, and the time it gets there is about 6 minutes and 19 seconds.
6 minutes and 19 seconds?
Oh, never mind. 12 minutes and 27 seconds.
Roger. What's up, man? You distracted or something?
The screen instead of the nav screen. I was in air-to-air.
What's up, man? You a little distracted or something? Seems like you, I don't know, you getting tired or something?
I haven't been up for a little bit. It's the ETA on data screen, not the same as nav screen.
Is the ETA on what not the same as the nav screen? Say that again.
So when you hit data and you see the ETA for your steer point, is that not the same for your nav screen, where it says ETA?
There's two places you can look at it. You can look at it on the twos page. On the bottom right, you should see steer Bravo 268, meaning you need to be on a 268 heading to get there. And then you should see 84.7, 84 point whatever, who cares. And then beneath that, you'll see the time. So about 11 minutes and 12 seconds estimated. Do you see that?
Yep.
Also, if you look on your HUD, in air-to-air mode, it'll only give you the range. But if you take it to nav mode, take the aircraft to nav mode, it'll give you that exact same information that you got on the twos page. Nav Bravo, distance, time, 10 minutes, 45 seconds ish.
I completely forgot about the twos page showing the distance. I was so used to only showing SATCAM.
There you go. Alright guys, I'm going to pause it here. We'll pick it back up in the overhead. Actually. Alright, so did you have any questions about what we did today?
Not really. Just the terminology got mixed up because I haven't flown in so long.
The terminology is something we need to work on, but as far as the employment of the weapons is more so what I'm concerned about. Explain to me what happened with your pod. Why did it go out? What did you say happened?
So when I was trying to slave my pod over to point 8 or 0.8, it was showing black screen for some reason. It was like saying it was in a completely other direction when I was literally staring at the airfield. So I was wondering if my steer point was messed up for some reason. So I went to configure. You know how like we configure at the very beginning before when we was holding short. I opened up my steer point to configure it, and it just magically fixed my C-pod. It just instantly knew where to flew to. So it was weird. It was really weird. As like I didn't even like move the C-pod whatsoever. I just opened up the steer point, and it just magically just went over as soon as I did it.
Huh. Okay.
It was an interesting experience. I'm surprised they even like fixed it.
Okay, here we go. Fence out, leads 5.6. Correction, 15.6. Alright.
2 fence out, 15.5.
Roger. So remember, you don't have to do the action right away. So because I'm training you right now, we're 2 ship, and that's okay, but I'm training you to be with 2-3 other guys. So as soon as you hear that fence out, you know, then the fuel state, I need you to call it out as well. So 2's fenced out, 15.5. And then when you get done reading that off, you can go ahead and save the aircraft. Why? Because again, I've got my number 3 and my number 4 flying with me on other sorties. So, you know, just keeping the ops tempo as far as the radio comms up is something we're kind of shooting for.
All right.
Hopefully that makes sense. All right. We're going to set up for the overhead for runway 25 instead of going all the way around the runway 7. So.
Down and up, move to the right lane of the taxi or the runway.
Katasi traffic, Panther 1, flight of 2, F-15s, approximately 35 miles to the east. Inbound, full stop for runway 25, overhead pattern, Katasi traffic.
Set.
2 Roger. Two, close up, go.
2.
I believe that's my airfield right there.
Set.
2 Roger. Throttle's coming back very slowly. Katasi traffic, Panther 1, flight of 2, 17 miles to the east, inbound for the overhead, full stop, Katasi traffic. Airfield's about at our 11 o'clock now. Throttle's coming back, nose is coming down. Throttle is all the way back. Throttle slowly coming forward. Two, close up, go.
2.
Leveling off, throttle's coming forward just a hair. Throttle's coming forward more.
2 set.
2, roger. Throttle's coming forward just a hair. Okay, so once I get over the approach in or the first part of the runway, I'm going to brake to the right. You're going to count to 5, and then you're going to do the same. We're going to roll out on a 070 heading, okay?
Alright.
Katasi traffic, Panther 1, flight of 2 initial, runway 25 with a right brake, Katasi traffic. Right brake, Katasi traffic. Alright, bro, see ya. End the brake, count to 5.
Two braking.
Yes, sir. Gear and flaps down.
Two, gear down, left down.
Okay. I'm turning base now, 45-degree angle. Panther 1, right base gear, full stop, runway 25, Katasi traffic.
Braking now.
Panther 2, right base gear, full stop, runway 25, Katasi traffic.
Low altitude.
Yes, ma'am.
Low altitude.
Okay, I'm on final. Double check in, double check your gears down, double check your flaps are down. Get her set up. Leads down and safe. Doing all right?
Yep, I'm good. Pulled up. Moved over to and everything.
Katasi traffic, Panther 1, flight of 2, exiting the runway at the end. Taxi into port, Katasi traffic. All right, man, really good flight, bro. Let's go ahead and jump off the server.
Alright.
Appreciate you guys sticking around, watching. Great job, Seoul. See you guys for the next one.